Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I just pulled my Scrappy strips that I've been using in a couple of different videos showing you how you can make some really cute Scrappy blocks by using strips. And I pulled them. I took 8 different ones out. I have no clue at this point what I even feel like doing, but I'm just going to show you. See, this is the stack I've been pulling from. These are leftovers from when I take layer cakes and I cut them into 2-inch squares. I'm going to keep taking them out and until I use them all up. And I've also been doing that with my denim scraps too, so it's kind of like 2 little series that I started by accident. Okay, so I have 8 different color strips here. I wasn't fussy at all with what I picked out. And I don't even know. I think I'll just leave them like I have them. One thing I thought is I'm going to sew these in a wonky way. I just want it to end up being a nice little scrappy block. I like it to look like we worked really hard, and but we didn't. So I think lately what I've been doing is just putting them together and sewing and making a strip set. You know, like just even so that they would all be, you know, lined up, nice lined up like that. But this time I want them to be all crooked. So I'm going to, instead of like sewing it there, I'm going to move this over a little bit. Like maybe like that. Maybe just a little bit. It can be a little bit, it can be a lot of bit. And now I'm just going to sew on the top piece at about 1/4 inch. And then we're going to trim the excess off. Then I just do it right at my machine because why get up if I don't have to? And I will finger press. Now if I wanted, I can make the next one go more like this or still in that direction. I think I'll go more like this. So instead of this, I'm going this way. And you're just following the line of your top piece. Very easy. Finger press open. And let's trim. Not too wonky, is it? And this one, let's see, how can we do it? Like that? I guess we'll do it like that. Maybe I'll make it a little wonkier. And this is what I have. I'm going to put that aside and press, but I'm going to do this batch now. Let's go press these pieces open. I want these a little wider. I'm going to add a strip, another strip to each side. You guys, I just like these so much. Just as is. I cut them to 5 inches square. That's what I could get out of my little scrap pieces. And look. This is already started for a crumb block. Huh? Get out. I could even put these two together and just have a nice little crumb block like that. Let's put that aside for now. As much as I love these 2 blocks, and I want you to love them too, so let's all love, because I'm about to ruin them. I'm going to do the trick we've been doing, where we put one on top of the other, and we sew. What do? We sew all the way around, and then we cut one, just one, and we'll be happy that we did that, right? And I'm going to do it opposite. So I'm looking at this, my way is vertical, so this one's going to go in the opposite direction, horizontal. It should come out looking like magic. It should look scrappy. And I'm going all the way around. Now I have to decide which side I want to cut. I think this one has more going on, so I think that would be kind of cool on the border. Now I'm going to draw a line on the diagonal in each direction, and we're cutting on that line, and that line is going to disappear in any seam allowance, you know, when you attach this to something else. So I'm actually going to use a pen. You just don't want to use a marker or something that would bleed through to the other side. Now I'm going to separate this, and I'm going to start cutting on my line that I drew. I'm just going to do a little snip right there. You don't want to cut the other side. And now I can put my scissors there, and I'm going to just cut just that top piece along that diagonal line in that direction. Hopefully you are in the camera. And in this direction. And then I'm doing the same in the other directions. This side. Oops, I didn't get it quite to the corner. You don't want to cut through your thread, but you do want to get to the corner. And here. Now I'm going to go press this stuff open, and we will see. We'll see if we like it or not. I love it, of course. It doesn't look wonky enough for me, and it looks quite a bit a lot like the other blocks that I did. I'll go get those little ones that I did before, and I'll just show them to you here really quick. I have videos for everything I'm about to show you. But I am going to trim it. We have these little points. I just love this process. Love it. I mean, doesn't that look complicated? It was so easy. So incredibly easy. Let me go get the others. Let me trim this. I'll be back. So here's the one that I just made. The wonky one. And here's one that I made before, just not wonky. So it was the same idea. It was strips this way and then strips that way, and then we cut one and open it. There's really not much of a difference at all. I do see the wonkiness though. I do see that this is a little bit narrower. So I prefer this one actually over this one. Okay. In those same fabrics, where's my other ones that I want to show you? I also did these four little guys. Can't remember exactly what. It wasn't that same method. It was something else. But you end up, I believe, with 4 pieces at once. I can't remember. But I have a Scrappy quilt block playlist, and I've got all kinds of stuff. And then I did these, but these are not with these same fabrics. Those were so fun. I just absolutely love them. And here's what I'm going to do. Since this one looks a lot like the other one, I am going to take it a step further. We're going to make another block. I'm using 4 of these. They're matchy-matchy. There's one that's long. How about I just trim it so it'll match. And now I have a perfect crumb. A perfect crumb. I'm just going to sew these 4 together, and I am not doing wonky. Okay, this was 6 inches square. I trimmed it to that. So I'm going to press this and also trim this to 6 inches square. And I don't have it wide enough for 6 inches, so I'm going to add another one. Now let's take this, right sides together. I'm going to put this down. We're going to do the same thing. See, you can do this method with any size square. You just make the 2 squares the same size. And I'm going to sew all the way around. Now, I do have a light pencil because pen won't show, but I'm doing the same thing here. Going to put an X. Couldn't find my white one, but I have like a pink one, and that will work. Good enough. I'm going to separate these. Make sure you separated that. And I'm going to just fold a little bit here and make a little snip. Stick my scissors in there. And go in this direction. And in the opposite direction. And same this way. And this way. Pressing open. This is not my favorite, but I'm glad I did it because it gives you an idea of how you can kind of frame your piece. My only thing is that I would prefer, if I would have known I was going to do a dark border like that, I would have had just light things in here. But this kind of fucks it up a little bit to me. I don't know. But yeah. Other than that, I love the idea of doing one print. Now, it wouldn't have had to be strip sets. You could have just done a square of black. And the thing is we do lose points when we trim. And I know somebody had some way to do that so you don't lose the points, but it was, I didn't even want to try it. That's it. It's not my absolute favorite, but I like that I tried it because I do think it would be cool. I would prefer just a solid all the way around. But this is all right too. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Subscribe. Bye.